also, I'm going to build a map and release it on Steam so you all can enjoy. So let's start off ground here. You want a nice ground to go around. So now this is going to be taking hours, okay? So you might be looking at the video and saying, oh wow, it's this amount of time. That's because it takes a long time to make. So what we want to do here is we want to put this up to 2,000. And it's a big space. Now, lots of maps, you want to have it nice and open. So that's what we're going to be doing today, except we're going to have some mountains over here and then an ocean on this side. So it's really cool. So I have a couple other maps, in the description that you can all download. It's really cool. And yeah, these mountains right here, they look like realistic mountains, and that's because I have sort of like a mod almost for it. So yeah. So right now I just try to getting rid of the smoothness of it. And then our brush strength. We're gonna do this here, and then we're going to smoothen it all out. So what I will normally do is I'll lift this up by 1, and that might be what I'm going to do now. Is lift this up by 1 again. Now, you have to have a sturdy grip on your mouse, because this is all going to be one layer that we're moving up by. So, as you see here, we are moving up by 1 block of it, and what we're going to try to do is go around just like this, and boom. Now it is up by 1 layer, and we can move all of this up by 1 layer. Normally I'll do this 4 times or whatever, so that we can get a nice little thing, but I don't like doing that. I like doing things my own way, so. And I don't know if that, oh, yep, see, I just let go now, so. So yeah, see over here is going to have a little bit of a slope, but don't worry. Oh, no, it's this side that has it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have some more mountains over here, so. Let's get some more mountains over on this area of the map. Now, it's okay if you have little outskirts like this. We're going to fix it later. So, boom. Now that we have our little bit of a mountain, you can even add some over here if you'd like. Just make sure you don't add too many, make sure that you don't add them to the world height, because then they look bad. And you do not want the mountains to be looking bad. So, what we do here is we just smoothen it out. And sometimes we'll even, sometimes, yeah, you can get rid of whole sections, and that's what we'll do sometimes. We'll get rid of whole sections, and then we'll try to re-terraform the ground after that to see if we can have one good one at a time. And the answer is going to be no of these. So what we'll do now is we'll just get rid of the whole land, because we don't need to see our failed attempts here. Or we'll just move it down, and then we'll build it back up, sort of. So that's how we build it up more. So yeah, and if you have these, just put them down and then rebuild them to a height that's not bad. Look, see, that makes it a whole lot better. And if you add a little water stream in here later on, that can make it a lot better. Okay, so let's work on to doing this now. If you go into this level right here, it will make it to where it's now at the very bottom. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make almost one whole section water now. This is going to be our big water. So that's going to be all an ocean. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it down, not by that much. That's more like it. And then we're going to just build a nice river going all around. Boom. So you can see here that it cuts off the mountain a little bit. So what we did here is we just terraformed it just like that. Same thing going along the entire coast of this. You just want to have it smoothened out all the way up until here. Then you can do this as well if you'd like. I'm going to do it because it looks nice. But don't do it by too much, because then you'll get something that can move the water up, and you don't want that. So, And then after, we're going to add some smaller details. So what you always want to do is you want to add like something big first, and then you can add more stuff later on. Now you might be thinking, well, this is not enough space for something. Hushed. Okay, we're going to get there. Now, we're actually going to put this up by a little more here. Wait, for some reason, okay, there we go. There's the flagging. And now we go undo. See, that's why I like that undo button, is because of that reason. Now, this is going to be connecting back up with its sister, sort of like a highway. So, like, that's an island now that we just made. Now, we're smoothing it out just barely. Then we should be good. Now you want to do that on this side as well, so we don't have weird edges. Boom. Now this is their starting platform. Now we can make it anywhere we want, but for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that. We're just going to have it on the middle. So now what we do here is we're going to add some smaller rivers to this area. So like what we talked about over here. What we're going to do is we're going to make it a lot bigger. And we're going to try to find our highest point, which is going to be right over here. So we're going to have a little mountain that will have some water running through it. Now, what you have to do to achieve this is beyond me. Like right now, I'm like leveling this down just a little bit here because we have to have like a river going down. So as you can see, like this is sort of like a rough copy of it. And then after, you can just smoothen it out and make it all better here. And again, we can just level it. We can have another rough bit here to where if it's just a little too small, we can always re-terraform it. And then we can smoothen it out again. So it's this terraform and reconstructing that we need to do for this stuff to make it actually work. So if you want, like, you can make this just a little bigger around here, but then like we can like shoot it up over here, you know, but just enough to where it will feel natural, like this. See, so then if we have like a big like hole over here, we can add it so it looks like natural. Then we'll add water up here, but we're not going to do that yet because then we have to make a river for it, and then all the water will go everywhere. So yeah, see how we want to make sure that we curve out all the big edges. So if we have like a big up like this, that's a big old no-no right there, because then it will slow down the water and it won't be good. I forget to check for those, or I'll intentionally add them, and then it ruins my river, and I have to change it halfway through. So boom. And what you can even do is with the rocks that they'll give you in here, you can even add rocks onto here so it will like give it some like texture when it's falling. But I'm only gonna add a couple just like as an example when you're falling down this river. So like as you can see here, it's gonna be falling all through here, meaning that we have to build a big river that turns into a short river. Or we can make a wait, are we on the bottom right now? Oh wait, I think I just did that. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do this, and then boom. So we can have like a short little like, how do you say here, like pond area. So what you always want to do is make sure that you have your river going later. Oh wait, did I accidentally unpause this? No, because now this is gonna come through. Okay, can we like undo time here? I guess we can't. So what we're going to do now, I guess, since we had no other choice, is we're going to add our water feature. So you have to follow your river all the way back up to where you want it, and then you unpause it and see if you have to lower it. So we're going to see if I have to lower how much water I put through here. Yes, I do. So you have to undo it, and then you go down by a couple of knots, and then you replace it. Because see, if it goes over like it's about to, then we're going to be in trouble. Because now we're going to have some water in areas that we don't want it. Which is fine, you know, because then it adds some like water to it, but you don't want a lot of water. So I'm going to minimize it here, just like this. I'm going to add it up to 3. So now, so you have some like water pockets, which sometimes you don't want if you want to create like a realistic thing, but sometimes you do. So yeah, I was hoping on like this being like my brand new like low world I was gonna make it on, but then I forgot to later on. So like, you know, it's just chaos all around. Let's get smoothing that out there. Make sure that everything on like your riverfront is smoothed out, like just on mine. Now look, this is the Big Kahuna waterfall. Oh no, wait! I forgot to smoothen all this out because boom. You just have to keep on smoothing out the river until it re-smoothens. Now if you have too much water, then it will overflow, and you don't want that. So as you can see here, we have a couple islands. Now, this right here, they can edit, which sometimes can be a bad thing, but can also be a good thing sometimes. So as you can see, our first little wave of water is coming through, and it looks like it's good. It's trying to follow the path of where I want it to go. And then, oh, all the water in there. So this is supposed to be like a little lake. And as you can see here, the water is catching up to it, which will go into here, even though there's constant water flowing through here. So let's see how it's going to collide. This one's probably going to be winning first, but then this one's also going to win by more because it has a lot more going. So that first collide, and looks like that's water stopping, but it's starting to move more this way, and we don't want that. So we want it to go the other way. Yeah! Move it the other way, boys! So after a while, you will get to a point where if you don't like the height of your lake, like you want this just a little higher, then you can't always raise it, or you can change it by this. Now, as you can see here, this was unintentional. So what we normally will be doing here is we'll smoothen this out, or we will not do that. We will lower our brush strength first. Again, lowering it more. And then we're just going to make it part of it. We let it smoothen out here. Now we just add this, smoothen that. And then boom, you just added a little more onto your river. Now if it starts going the other way, then just make sure that, make sure you block that off. And if you're smoothing it, don't smoothen it by too much here, because then it can ruin it. So let's check up on our river here, and oh yes, see, we do not like these, because now our water is down. So what we can always do here is we can always push it down more. Any natural spawning water will leave. To a certain extent, of course. So we can always raise and lower it. So we want the water to be here, so it will push it up infinitely. And of course we want it to go this way, so we can always just, push it down through here and into there. Now the game won't like me now because I'm trying to do other things with this. See, so now it wants to go more this way instead of that way. But even if you do still have flooding issues, then I don't know what to tell you now. Because, oh no, before the water gets too messed up. Okay. Hopefully the water did not get too messed up there. Forgot to put it down. No, why are we losing this fight now? Why is water now coming this way? Fight, water, fight! Alright, so let's get some rocks in here. Now, you don't have to have the flat ones, but I'm going to add a bunch of these. I'm going to add a bunch of these. It sounds like an auto clicker, but it's not. It's me actually doing them. So as you can see here, now the water is starting to get texture, and we want that. Now you can even add some big rocks if you want. As long as you can't see them, we're good. That's going to be smaller rocks on here. That's some of these big boys. Even the black ones are okay. My rule is, as long as you can't see them, we don't exist. So stuff like this, once it loads, you can put that in there, and as long as it doesn't make awful weirdness to the water, we're good. I'm just gonna add some rocks from here. By the way, this is without anarchy, so there is somehow space for everything. Now if we add this, does it change the water by too much? Not really, so we can just add this through here, we can add some more rocks. So look at how much more textured this is. Now we forgot to texture more down here, which is okay, you know, but we don't want to do heavy textures. This is once it's starting to, like, you know, deform down. So we don't want to texturify too much, but we also want to texture it to where it just, like, looks really cool while it goes down. So, like, if you see a couple rocks, that's fine, like this. But then if you do see rocks and you want to, like, allow a lot of, like, miniature boulders and all that with it. See, so now we've added a lot more rocks, and yet you can still see them, but it still looks really cool, like over here. Like, unless you were, like, looking directly up from here, then you'll see it. Now, some of the rocks, like right here, you can definitely see. And that's okay. Sometimes you want to see the rocks, and sometimes you don't. Oh, this foot warmer is just... Oh, that feels nice. And what happened over here? How much water got over here? Well, it looks like we did win the fight, but also we have to drain the water down to an appropriate height, or, you know, it will flood again. So we have to let the grass speed up, so we can even see what this looks like at night and this. So this is what it looks like without fog, and then with fog. You can see it's a lot darker. So as you can see here, we have lots of stuff. Now this is once you start placing your ores in that you want to start doing this here. So right here, this is going to be a big oil reserve over here. Big oil reserve. While over here, we're going to have some rocks. Now over here, we'll have... Now, by the way, remember, everything in the squares is what people can buy. Okay, so if you place stuff outside, that's good. You know, like you're texturing outside. But also, you don't want to texture too much outside, or then to where you don't have much into the property. So you guys can see here, I'm texturing lots outside, but then we also want to texture lots inside, like the fertile land, and like some mountains. You can even put oil like in the mountains, like up here, whatever. You know, like you can even add like Rockies up here. You can add like the rocky bits. Like, since they already have oil and rock, we're going to add just a little more rock onto this side. Actually, no, we don't want it by the beach. So you have to think of this logically, because you don't want to have too much everywhere to where, because boom, see? Now, we still have some actually, I don't like that one over here. So now we're going to have a big oil reserve over here for the US of A. Now, if you have the 81 tiles mod, like I do, then, you know, you're fine. But for those that don't have it, then you have to make sure you have lots of stuff in here. Okay, time for the highways. Highways you normally want to have as a nice thing. So you want to normally have it normal. Something that you don't need mods for. So, since I am on the right side of traffic, we're going to start from here. I'm going to do this. Now you can only have 4 incoming and out, or you can only have some there. But I learned a glitch, but I'm going to show you all later. So, as you can see here, the highway is parted in this way. But you can also do interchanges. Now, you have to do ones that you have created, I'm pretty sure, or that, I don't think you can do ones like the perfect. Actually, no, I uploaded a one and it works, I guess. So as you can see here, I have a trumpet interchange, and we have our big old highway over here. We're going to be connecting into this. Then you follow it along here. Back to where it came from. You want to make sure you can try your best to keep this as even as possible with the road. Alright, there we go. So now we have our highway all laid out in perfectly good order. And now we can keep going on through here. We can curve our highway as much as we want. Now, as long as the highway gets to that center area, we're good. So what we're going to do here, we're going to have a bridge over, highway connecting through here, and then back onto here. And then we're going to have a 4-way interchange, the ones that they give you, or the. Now, what you want to do is you normally want to place this in one big area, not intersecting like 5 different nations almost in it. So as you can see here, now we have this, and then we can start moving along a different way across another bridge. Yes, we have more bridges, but there's a lot of land that we have to still cover. And then what we can do is we can put it back into here. So now we have 2 outgoing and 1 incoming. Now, of course, what you can do, with it is you can always make it even balance. Boom. But we're not going to finish that for now, and we're going to keep on going this way. So we get to put it over here. Now we already have a highway over here. So what we can do is we can have a highway. Makes just a little bit of a curve over here. And add it. Now, actually here, that won't work. So we have Bulldozer 2.0 over here that I can easily get rid of the road. So I'm not going to be putting it over here since there is no need for a highway over here. We already have this for, which I'm probably going to just do a trumpet interchange again. I just like the word trumpet interchange. It just makes it sound so funny and good. So we're going to dislodge this. Then we're going to be adding another interchange into here. The trumpet. Cool. Now, again, we want to connect this up with this. And then now we get to keep going. To have a long highway until the beach, where again we go over another bridge. So as you can see here, we have all bridges except for this one here. So that's what we're going to be doing next here. Now, Boom. This has now been deemed as a check mark. Now what we're actually going to be doing here is we're going to be turning it on. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is go boom. Okay, this makes no sense yet. Okay. Boom. And now for some reason we're on above for some reason. So if this does happen and you just hit function down, now mind you, this is for the Steam edition, okay? So anything else will not work sometimes. So now I'm gonna go like this, turn the side highway until we get to another trumpet interchange. This is where our map is going to start. And as you can see here, you still can't get rid of it. Get wrecked. Alright, so, yeah, we did it just a little too close to it, but, who cares? Alright, so now we can easily map this out. Go. Alright, so now we can turn out of here. Just here. And then boom. And one of those again. So now, here's the fun question. We have to link these two highways up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to yield a big this way. Now what's cool about this is that since we switched directions, now you get to complete the other side of things. Boom, and then now, boom, okay. Alright, so right now, it's already been like super quiet. I've just been trying to like concentrate on the roads and all that. So right now we got to do this side. So after you finish your big road system, which I have, then you want to start to finish up some things like trains and ships and planes and stuff like that. I want to start doing that right after. So if you get this weird thing right there, don't sweat it. You just have to find that perfect angle for it. Just move it in there. Now that looks good. So what we normally will do now is start to cut through here. Alright, so now this is where our actual starter city is. So this is what people are going to be seeing first, right once they come in. Right, so what you want to do now is you want to boom. And then I'm going to figure out how to turn it. Now, trying to stick to normal game law. Okay, I'm just going to change that to. Oh yeah, I don't like that. Okay, change it back, change it back. Alright, so it looks like we're just going to have to have a little space apart here. Alright, so now we're going to start going over here. And then, boom. So as you can see here, we have to move in these steps. So boom. Alright, and boom. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Scratch my ears a little bit. Alright, so we don't have to touch anything with that because it is something that we don't need to touch. So let's start to move over here. Now, I think this is our last highway we have to connect both lanes with. So hopefully, nope, because apparently we have to connect these now. Yeah, so you know that feeling when you have like a road, you know that you need to finish and yet you screwed something up, so now you have to fix it. Yeah, that's the feeling I just got. Probably we only want to loan that one cat right here, but yeah. Alright, if you want to be picky, then boom. Anarchy. So if you have to use anarchy, then only use it for scenarios where like you can't place roads somewhere. Now, if you use it for like ridiculous things like this, then just place different ones like this. You'll be able to conquer. So since we have this portion and boom. There we go. Perfect. And now we just have to finish this area off here. Oh, model one. Right, there we go. And boom! There we go. Hopefully, nope, we're not done yet. Where does this highway even connect up to? Dude, I have so many highways that I still have to connect to, but I have no clue anymore. Oh my gosh, that's like, I think, the longest highway we have to route. we have to figure out what in the world they do with one of the other ones. Boom. I do not like how I created that bridge here. I demand you don't do that. Sorry about that little Microsoft thing there. Usually the computer is not supposed to make those noises. Oh, it's just telling me about my storage. I don't care about my storage. Okay? I don't care about my storage right now, okay? I care about posting this video. Okay? That's what I care about. Just posting this video. Because technically, this is, other than school, this is work for me. Yes, this is work. Because other than some people's work where they have to, like, scan stuff, or they have to, like, do stuff like that. No, I don't do any of that. But I like the two distinct bridges that I have for this place. And I'm gonna have to change this one. There we go. Why do you not want to cooperate with me? Alright. What I normally do now is get frustrated, but do not worry. Yeah, there it is. Get rid of all the, get rid of all the notes who are questioning me about the life. Okay, bridges are annoying. Can we just say that out loud for a second? Bridges in this game are annoying. Boom, and then boom, and then boom, and boom. Okay, now this one. Oh wait, why is it curved? Why do bridges like this have to happen? Ah! It's having a mental breakdown, and also a physical breakdown. Seriously, why are bridges in this game so hard to figure out? Especially in editor mode, like, seriously. You know, that's gonna be good enough. Good enough. Good enough bridge, why not? Alright. So I am a well-known creator on Steam, by the way, so my name, I really want to get that changed, but it's also my dad's account for some reason. Don't know why I don't have my own account yet, but whatever. You know, there's this saying I like to do with parents. If your parents can't help you, then you do it yourself. Because half the time your parents are busy, like for 50 hours of the week. So what do you do now? Well, what you do is that you just do it yourself. You look up a tutorial for something, and then boom. Alright, there we go. So I think I have like a 140-degree monitor that I'm playing on, and by the way, that highway is so screwed up in more than one ways than one. There, okay, yes. You. There we go, boom. Like, look at this janky highway. It just splits in and out everywhere. Alright, and now we are boom. There we go. Highway, except for here, is completed. Alright, so I've been here, which I don't even know where I should put it. Should I put it? I don't know. Here I'm gonna quickly just do some stretches. There we go. Some stretches. By the way, we haven't even done our trees yet, just to let you know. Unless you already did those, but it wasn't in the tutorial yet. So, if you already did them, then you're not following the tutorial. You're technically just doing it yourself with someone, with you listening to me. So, yeah. Go. By the way, we haven't even done the train either, just to let you know, so, yeah. Yep, we won't be able to. Can I just get this out? Perfect. There we go. And of course. Alright. Redo. Alright. Boom. So now I go boop and a boop. Same thing on this side. Boop and a little more of a working on the boop. We got a boop. And then we have boop one. What was that sound? It sounded like a triple one. Alright, so we are almost done here. I'm creating our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highway. There we go. Alright, so now our highway is complete. Alright, so this one doesn't count, and we only have 2 ingoing and outgoing. Now I learned a trick that I want to show everyone here. So if you get a incoming and an outgoing, then I have to remember how to do this here. And you go like this. You can technically go like this. Okay, so for some reason here, it's not letting me do that. Yeah, I think they patched the glitch that I found out because I can't seem to get it. Unless it's just with the trip or with the ships. Alright, so now we have to work on our trains. If you want to add a train, then perfectly fine. I'm not stopping you. Now, trains are super simple things. You just have to figure out where to add one. So as you can see, we added one here, but then we add one here again. And why not? We'll make it go up and down and all around the mountains. It's the mountain train line. Woo! As you see here, it's straddling across some of them to where now it's super duper annoying for anyone who wants to make some to do stuff. So yeah, now as you can see here, it's boop and boom. Then if you want, you can go like this. And of course, if you want, I don't suggest you do this, but you can go, now by the way, I am not like, here, so I'm gonna quickly just lift her up, boop, make it go over, then let's just put you all the way down. Space is already occupied. Distance too short. Slope too steep. Can't build in water. That would be the last trinity of it. As you can see here, we have a very weird train connection. Boom. So yeah, this train connection is super duper weird. 3 out of 4 train connection still unused. Wait, so boom. Oh wait, now it's infinite. Okay, so I think I just broke something. Or the game just broke itself, because still on 3 out of 4. Alright, so let's go into ships here. So, alright, so see we have 2 ship connections now. Alright, see, it doesn't want me to go to 4 yet. So for some reason, it's not allowing 4. Weird. So there will be a couple things with this. For one, where's our... Alright, so there it is. So we have to have this in range. Just by a small amount. But then, push this off into the corner. No, boat connections are colliding. But there is water through here. Don't you see all this blue stuff? It is water. I guess it's too shallow water to go through. Let's really look at what happened with my that sort of happened with my I forgot the name of it. I'll link it in the description. It's very cool. I think I have to be I may not be able to get this build on there, like on my Steam immediately, but hopefully soon, because you know we do have some problems. So as you can see here, we have planes, and more planes. This is the planes route that's going to be going on. And yeah, so it just seems like a big jobble mess. And it is. That's what planes are doing. The big jobble mess around the sky. Right over your starting area. Coming back to sender. And leaving. So guess what? A new plane connection has entered the ring. And it is the simple train connection, not one of those weird ones you see today. Oh wait. Boom. There we go. That's our plane system. That's our ship system. And then that's our train system. Oh, and we have pedestrian roads. Alright, so time for our trees. This is the last step before you post it. Now, a quick mind here. You can only have 250,000 trees, so I suggest you use it wisely. So I'm going to start putting down trees all through here. See how it already quick added up? Here, so you don't want to add too many trees. Because once you get to that cap, oh man, will that cap be quite brutal on you. It'll stop whatever you're doing right there. And yeah, just instantly stop you. Now, as you can see here, I probably have some in the ocean. See? I have some in the ocean, apparently. So if you just take down your size, you can get into all of those nooks and crannies that you may have gotten trees into. Granted, it may be a small number, but it will still be a number that you can replace it with. So look at how many trees I'm picking up with this. And even with this, you know, like you can get rid of some, like over through here. Like anything with rock on it, you can get rid of, because that's in different resource tiles. So look at the thousands of trees I just got rid of, so I can keep planting. And mind you, these do add up very quickly, so you want to be conservative on your trees. So as you can see here, cannot have any more objects. So that means that you have to get rid of some of the trees. So let's say over here, take down the brush strength, then retry again. As long as you get trees everywhere, and then you can clean up, like, for example, the ore, and add more back later. Boom. So as you can see here, I'm going to get rid of some of these trees so that we can have our fertile land still in here. Done. Now, it's okay if you don't use all the trees. SBs probably wouldn't be proud of you, but if you didn't use every single tree that you have, but it's fine. As you can see here, I'm trying my best to use all the trees I can, but you can't hold it down at one spot. You have to keep moving. So just like this, we have created a beautiful map where water is good and everything. Now you have to take photos of it. So let's get photos of the map here. So you want to show people where you will be starting. Then you want to show people the whole map in its glory. Show off some of the good areas. Now I'd say this might be one of our best, or one of my best maps I've done. Show some of the islands. Take some other pictures around it. Show off the waterfall that you have. Show off that you have train and road connections. You can really just take photos of whatever you like. Like for example, like I can put my camera like right here, zoom it out just by a little bit, and then boom, camera shot. So now what you will do over here, now that you've taken your photos, is you have to now go on to Steam. So I'm actually doing that. So I'm actually doing that right under what you're seeing. So hopefully I'm logged in, because if I'm not, then we're going to have a problem. But as long as we're logged in, and we save this, then we should be good. Actually, let's save it now. Make sure you save your map through, like your entire thing here. So as you can see here, these are your requirements. Have a water stream, at least one incoming and outgoing highway connection for this. You recommended is to have like train tracks, ships, planes, oil, forests, fertile, or everything. Now, this right here is going to post it onto your little starter thing here. So this is going to be called the Triangle Islands. Triangle Islands. There you go. So now you also want to name this down here. Triangle Islands. And save. Done. So now we have this here. I don't know why. Coming into our store. Oh, we just want Steam.com. Steam.com. Now please tell me I'm signed in, because if I'm not, then we're going to have a problem. And I can't create, and actually I think I could. I could probably create a Steam account. I'm going to have to do that off camera, of course. I can do it on camera, of course. Why can't I go into Steam? Is Steam like locked or something? Steam community. Yes, here we go. So yeah, I have to log in here. But I don't know my dad's account. And unless we hit the save to, no we did not. Alright, gonna be joining Steam here. I'm not gonna be showing you all like how to join Steam. All you get to see is just beautiful map up here. Yeah, so make sure, now while you are in this time here of me waiting, make sure you go around and check what to do. Like, just check around, make sure that there are no trees in your oil or rock areas, make sure that your water isn't overflowing, just make sure everything is set. So, alright. I'm just making my spot, or not my Spotify, my Steam. We both have S's, okay? So, alright, so, alright, so alright, so, we have my account. So what I'm going to do here is, we have our little thing up here, right? Our beautiful map. And what we're going to do now is we're going to post it. Now I have a couple maps on here that I can post. Now, I think since... So yeah, since this is on my dad's account, I don't know if I can upload this. Hopefully I still can. Or this would have been for nothing. I was trying to re-log in on here. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know anymore. Alright, so, yeah. This is almost become, like, this is an hour now. Well, I think I have it on here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to add that later. Or maybe I do. So, yeah, so I don't know how to do this yet. For now, I might make a different video on it, on like how to upload. But yeah, this is how you create a map. Yeah, I'm still trying to get like everything working here, but I'm trying to like do so many things at once here. So I'm gonna try to get into my, or log into my dad's account. So here's what I find really interesting about this. Is that if you do this, right, like if you create an account, right, alright, so alright, so I'm just gonna quickly see here. Yeah, just give me a second here. Okay, so I'm back. Alright, so apparently here, I can't get into my dad's, because I've already created an account with my email, so, yeah, it sucks for me, but, I may be able to ask him if I can, like, switch this around. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This is, how you create a, City Skylines map. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!